Christmas with me, Miss Christmas. Firstly, I'd like to apologise that there wasn't a video that went out last week. Unfortunately, I've had a chest infection. I really wasn't very well. I didn't have enough of a voice to be able to record a video. I didn't have enough energy to record a video. And I also haven't had enough energy to do any of my Christmas planning for that week. So I'm consolidating week 7 and 8 planning. So what I thought I would do was consolidate this video. So this video is going to cover weeks 7 and 8 on the checklist. So if you've got the checklist below, if you haven't, there's a link just there in the description, and you'll be able to see there so you can follow along each week. If you've cracked on ahead, I've had a few people message and say like, how are you doing, are you all right? Thank you so much, I really do appreciate you getting in touch. So that checklist was there. So some people have been so good and they've carried on even though there wasn't a video, and that's absolutely fantastic. But if you haven't and you're like, oh my god, it's week 8 and I'm only on week 7, don't worry, because I'm only at week 7 as well. So this week we're going to put together week 7 and week 8 and we're going to crack on through it together. There's actually only 5 things between the 2 weeks, and one of those is a bit of a planning. So we've kind of only got a few little things to do to get us back on track, and this is why I love doing my countdown to Christmas, because it breaks everything up. So if the inevitable that happens that you do end up with a cold or flu or chest infection and you can't get as much done, it doesn't matter, because you've still got manageable chunks that you can work through. It's not going to become overwhelming. You can see what you need to sort of catch up on, and let's get it done together. So week 7 and 8, let's go. So the first thing we're going to talk about is doing a deep clean. Now there's obviously so many jobs in a house, you know, and we can only get so much done, and things like, I know the top of my fridge needed cleaning last week, and that got done, you know, but it was particularly dusty, and there are jobs that just don't get done on a weekly basis, and I like to do a big full-scale clean before Christmas, like a deep clean. So I'm really going to get in the corners, I'm pulling everything out, you know, the things that you wouldn't really do on a daily basis. If your house is absolutely immaculate and you deep clean all the time and you're totally on top of everything, then just tick it off, you're one step ahead already. But I'll be planning to do a deep clean, and I'll be splitting it up over the next 4 weeks, okay? So it means that by the time we get to Christmas, the house is going to be all lovely and fresh and ready for Santa. But again, we're breaking it down. So have a little walk around your house, you know, have a look at areas that you think, oh my goodness me, or you having guests, maybe the guest room you haven't really done a lot with. Has it become a little bit of a dumping ground? You know, you've been putting things in there for later, you know, do you need to clear that out? You know, it's very, very personal, this one, you know. I can't do a plan for you. I can help you, but I can't do your plan. You'll have to obviously walk around and see what needs doing in your house, you know. But if you do need any help, obviously, as usual, drop me a message, we can work through it together. Maybe I can help you to put a little bit of a plan together, but obviously you would have to go around and work out what needs doing first, and then I can help you do a little plan. But you know, just walk around, write a list of what you'd like to achieve and what you'd like to get done before Santa comes. You know, are there some scuff marks on a wall, you want to get those taken care of? You know, have you got some scratches on skirting boards from dogs? I know we have. You know, just things like that. So just go around, have a look, write a list, and then again, just break it down into manageable chunks and also prioritize. So if there's some jobs that you need to get done, make sure they go at the top, and then obviously work down your list, and then the ones at the bottom can be jobs that you'd like to get done, but if you don't, it doesn't really matter. Okay, and don't put too much pressure on yourself, all right? And just see how you get on. So number 2 this week is Black Friday. Now, first of all, I think I've wrote the 26th on the checklist. It's Friday the 29th of November, the day after US Thanksgiving, which is when Black Friday hits. Black Friday is when you can often find some really big bargains. But what I'm going to say to you is make sure that you've researched your big ticket items, your TVs, your games consoles. You know, do you need a new fridge freezer? And make sure that you're checking out those prices now, because they can be a little bit sneaky, some of the retailers, and put the price up now, and then when it comes to Black Friday, they put the price back to where it was before. Remember, just do your research, do your comparisons, you know, get your list going, make sure you're using your notebooks or your phone, or you've got just whatever you're using, make sure you're keeping track of those prices. And as I always say, it's only a bargain if you really needed it in the first place, okay? So let's remember, I know it's Christmas and it is tempting to just go crazy, but you know, we don't want to be left, you know, with a really bad January where we've got literally no money because we're spending on all these bargains that we didn't really need, you know. So if you've got somebody who's wanting a particular present, it is a pretty high priced item, then make sure that you're making a note of the prices now, going to the different retailers. And also I would say as well, if you see a very, very ridiculously low price from a website that you've maybe never heard of before, never used, please go and do your research. Please go and use things like Trustpilot. Ask, you know, on your online friends on Facebook and Instagram, you know, have you used this company before? Because the last thing you want is to order items and pay out money thinking you're getting a great deal to find out that the company wasn't the company that you thought it was going to be, you know. So just be careful, you know, especially this time of the day. You think, oh my god, there we go, I found it, it's so cheap, you know. Just be careful. So that's Black Friday, the 29th of November. Get your prices researched now, get ready, and hopefully you'll find some bargains. Let me know how you're getting on with that. Obviously if I can help with that, please let me know, okay? Third thing this week is your cupboards and your pantries with food in. Start having a cull, get a list like we've been doing for the fridge freezer. And by the way, I still have one drawer left to cull in my fridge freezer, so that's something that I've just been working on week by week, you know. And that's what I like about this, is I can just dip in and do the bits that I need to do. Some things are like you sort of do them over a few weeks, some things are a quick tick off, you know. But yeah, I'm going to be looking at the cupboards next, you know. What things have you got in there you can start creating meals with, making space with, because if you're going to be doing a big food shop before Christmas, you're having people around and you're going to need extra things, you need somewhere to store them. And if you've done a beautiful deep clean in your house, you don't want to then be cluttering everything up again, you know. So make sure you get some space, get those items used, get creative with meals. You know, Jason always says how he thinks it's amazing what I create for, you know, very, very interesting meals leading up to Christmas to try and get things used up. But you know, it is what it is and we need to make the space, so just get it done, get it sorted, make a list of what you've got in there. You'll probably find you've got stuff in the back of the cupboards that is possibly out of date, things you've forgotten about that you can make a great meal with, you know. So, and also this time of year, if you can use things from your cupboards and your freezers that you didn't know you had, you might find that you're spending less on your weekly grocery shop. So win-win. Right, next is foil trays, paper plates, turkey foil, napkins, all those sorts of items. If you're going to be needing those over Christmas, get them now, because obviously a lot of people will be having people over at Christmas and everyone's having gatherings, and yes, they might not be the most economical, but you know, paper plates, foil trays and things are the easiest way to go when you're trying to cut down on your washing up after you've had a gathering. And if everybody's going to be getting them, it is inevitable that some places may sell out of these items, you know, especially things like turkey foil, all right? So get them now, get them this week before everybody gets into the rush for Christmas, okay? And finally for this week, if you have any Christmas Eve traditions, start collecting your items for that now. Do you like to get some hot chocolates and some new Christmas movies? You know, do you like to get pajamas? Do you like to make up a hamper? Whatever your Christmas Eve tradition or 1st of December tradition, or whatever those little traditions that you need to make up items, you know, like if you're doing hampers or little care packages and things like that, start getting that list together now and collecting those items and space it out again over the next few weeks, just to make it easier for you, so you're not going to feel overwhelmed the week before Christmas Eve. Oh my god, I need to run around and get these. At the end of the day, you want to make this easy for yourself. Get the items bit by bit, make a note of what you've got, take a picture of that so you know you've got it, okay? And just space it all out for the next few weeks if you need to. Right, that is everything that we're going to cover in the video today. So that is week 7 and 8. So although I'm really disappointed in myself that I wasn't able to record a video last week for you, I feel like we've still got a manageable amount of 5 things this week that we can easily achieve together. My inbox is always open. Don't forget the checklist is linked below if you need it, if you need a new copy or whatever. Thank you again for your messages. So let's just quickly recap for this week. So number 1, start planning a deep clean of your house, making a note of what needs to be done. Number 2, research your big ticket items ahead of Black Friday on the 29th of November. Number 3, start doing a pantry and cupboard food cull. Get some creative meals on the go. Number 4, buy any foil trays, paper plates, turkey foils and napkins. And finally, start collecting for any Christmas Eve traditions or 1st of December traditions or care package traditions that you might need to create. And there you go, that is everything. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks again for your messages. They have been absolutely lovely to read. I really appreciate you taking the time to think about me and care about me, to get in touch and ask if I was okay. And I'm sorry again that I wasn't able to bring a video, but I hope that this video this week can help you. As usual, get in touch with me if you need anything. The checklist is below. Thank you so much. Stay festive, and I'll see you again soon. Mwah. Bye guys.